Okay, Coach, it is most likely the final go-around here in this building, but the NFL playoffs have come to sold-out Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Chargers. The winner of this one will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 54, and away we go on EA Sports.
We play to win. Let's go!
Got it.
52, right 52. Rip right.
On 1st and 10, Marshall over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. A carry here for Hunt. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 yards there. First down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Begin. He's coming.
Makes 3. 218, get it.
First carry for Nick Chubb. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Yeah, let's get second.
Hey, let go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Marshall. Well, they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A very solid gain of 27. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball. Game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different
story.
Long night.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now they'll run on the draw. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
At the Browns' 29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It's first and goal, a chance for the first points of this AFC title bout. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. From 8 yards out, and the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now this one complete on the slant route. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Got it. 4-2. Mike's 4-2. Watch the slap. Check. 42's the Mike. Check. 42's the Mike. Check. Mike 42. Mike 42. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now 3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Jim. Delta. Sponge. No.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Marshall. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again. Marshall. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field, you take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches...
And that's caught inside the 30. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, and he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it first and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Here's a second and 7. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a first and 10. From the gun, Marshall. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Browns move back within a couple of the lead. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
Man left, man left. 3 down, 3 down.
Get it.
Operating from the gun, Marshall to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I'm coming for you.
They're going to look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. I got you. I got you.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Trying to lay one up deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
All day.
Intercepted by the Browns.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. From the gun, Marshall. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns have taken the lead. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go, D.
They'll throw now on the final play. And now he'll turn, and that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship.
Come on, fellas. Ready. 22. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flush, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. The Chargers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53. Echo. You got it, son.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Taking it about the 36. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ready, set.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
95.
Looking to throw. Marshall. And his throw's going to be incomplete. There defensively was Nasir Adderley making a nice play. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Marshall. He's going to loft one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the 2nd half. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Backed up where they were on this side of the field, that was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a 1st down in that situation?
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's going to sling this deep down. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. In for the score. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Let's go.
27-yard line.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ready, ready.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Ready, ready.
To throw on 2nd down. Marshall. Caught left side. It's Beckham. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Ready.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
5.
Back to throw. Marshall. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Khalil Mack just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw. Marshall. Looking left side. That's caught by Landry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Ready? 60 or.
On 3rd down, Marshall. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Marshall. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
all you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, bowls right over him. And down inside the 15 he goes. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll come out in the pistol. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this fourth quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Get it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
The throw over the middle taken in and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Okay, ready? Hey, team 6. Team 6. 5.
Back to throw. Marshall. And he's got the hook up to Landry. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way before.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back.
Corner 2 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun on third down, Marshall. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Fourth down now defensively. Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
And it all rides on this one play, a trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on fourth down. They'll look to throw. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Go.
Back to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have retaken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here we go. To Pittsburgh. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go.
He's back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
Let's get that ball, man. Let's get it.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
Mike, number 4. Mike, 53. Record. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53.
He don't know no better.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. McKinnon here, it's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, the Lombardi Trophy would be nice to hoist. They have to hold off for that for a little bit. Right now, the Lamar Hunt has to feel good to hold.
Oh, it's got to feel great for them. And remember, Lamar Hunt helped create the American Football League, which became, of course, in most part, the American Football Conference. And he's the one who gave us the name Super Bowl.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with the man who has had to stick with me all season long, Charles Davis. And Charles, the anticipation, the hype, the media coverage, all in the rearview mirror now. We can finally get down to playing some football.
Yeah, don't worry about that, partner. I'll ride or die with you anytime. You know that. But here's the best thing about this. Everyone talks about trying to keep things normal as they approach for Super Bowl. There is no such thing as normal. The pageantry, the hype, all of that is more intense than anyone could ever imagine. What you're trying to do is embrace it in one way and make sure it doesn't totally knock you off your game. That's why the night before the big one, teams often switch hotels, try and give those guys that last chance to breathe a little bit before they go out and play.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Got it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Marshall. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, if those at home were wondering if we were going to see some offense in this Super Bowl, I think your answer was right there. Incomplete, but they take a big shot early.
Like the script, if they get the big play early, so much the better. But if nothing else, they send a message. They're going to be aggressive in this game.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Marshall. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked him.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The tackle by Terrence Mitchell.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Second and 9 now. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. Now a loose football, the ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Browns. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what
it's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Marshall. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Marshall. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play his own defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Marshall. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
1st and 10 at the...
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
They'll look to throw here. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact.